Are we live? It says you are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How are y'all doing out there in YouTube land? I'm doing awesome today. I do awesome every day. Welcome, welcome. I'm Paramom USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Woo, 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 woo. So make sure you subscribe to the show. All right, subscribe to the show. Hit the notification so you don't miss the show. Hit that like button, everybody. Please, please, please. Thank you, viewers, watchers, lurkers. I'm so glad you're here tonight. I got my chatters jumping in the chat. They're slowly getting up the ladder. Gonna hang out with Paramom USA tonight. Yes, yes, because Thursday is the only place to be. As my phone's going bing, 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 bing. Scooby-Doo's in the house. Welcome, welcome. And Cowboy was the first one in the chat, so he gets the lazy boy or the hammock. The hammock. I'm gonna put Scooby-Doo. See, I have my little Bible here. See, my little chatter Bible. So I keep track of all my chatters every week, and I so appreciate every one of you. Mr. Bill's in the house. All right, Mr. Bill. Welcome, welcome. I just love it. This is all my chatter family for Thursday nights. I love it. How's the lighting? Does the lighting look okay? I did remember to turn my volume down on my phone. I was very proud of myself, when you have to get everything ready to live stream, like a couple hours before, an hour before, or whatever, you have to get everything lined up, before the show opens and all that. Try to stay organized, and which I try to stay organized. But I love doing this on Thursdays. I really do. It's just a good way to just meet up with friends, talk about positive stuff, right? This is all about positivity. Lindy's show is about positivity and just making everybody feel welcome. And John says, Cowboy says, got a message from Linda's boyfriend from Australia today. He's doing okay, he said. Oh, okay. Walter, sugar. Yeah, I call him Sugar. My boyfriend from Australia. Yeah, he's great. I'm glad you're doing good, Walter, if you're listening. Well, actually, it's tomorrow already in Australia, right? Thanks for that message, Cowboy. Thank you. I'm glad that you did chat with him, and I'm glad he's doing good. I know it's wintertime there, right? Yeah, it's wintertime right now. I guess their winters start in December. So yeah, we're in summer, they're in winter, and it's already tomorrow there. So we already know there's going to be a tomorrow because in Australia it's already tomorrow, right? So that's pretty wild, isn't it? I can't imagine like vacationing there. I would be like so confused. I mean, it's hard enough to remember one day to the next, right? But then, when you get in Australia and all the time difference and all that stuff, I would be like, it'd be too funny. Too funny you are, Cowboy. I love you, though. You're the best. I love all my chatters. You guys are great. Is Mr. Bill in the chat? Is he? Because I saw his name. I thought that Cowboy was saying hi to Mr. Bill. And think he's chasing Bush Barbie down there. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, Cowboy. Yeah, he's a player, all right. He's a rascal. He is a rascal for sure. Australian rascal, right? He's something else. But he's a great guy. He's a good guy. He is. I know. See, I named Sugar for Sugar Daddy, right? So that's his nickname, Walter Sugar. Now, Sugar from Australia, he sent me a beautiful koala bear, right? So I brought him out today, and he's going to join the party here every Thursday night because, I do the show from my couch, right? I thought it really turned into a really good idea, and I love the whole concept, right? As just sitting at a desk because it kind of gives the I don't know, it gives the feel, right? hanging out in the treehouse, right? Sitting on the couch, Esther's sitting at the desk. And then having all my mascots, I got to make everybody feel comfortable, and it makes me feel cozy and warm. Bill said I could not watch Mark Honeycutt, no Zoom on my phone. I haven't, hi, Bill. Welcome, welcome. I haven't used Zoom since we used to do Clear Paramotor podcast, right? In 2023. I haven't used Zoom like forever. And I probably would have to reset the whole thing because at the time I think I was on Sean's Zoom, he gave me the link or whatever for the Zoom. So and I know it's all changed and everything, but I haven't used it like since then, right? Since 2023. Well, no, I did try to use it when I first started doing the show, and Scooby-Doo remembers that night. I was on YouTube and I was on Zoom, and it was all crazy. I just remember it was just all crazy. So, and Robert uses for his church, right? He uses Zoom, and he also uses what do I want to say? I can't think till I'm so excited tonight. Will Fly says, hello to all my friends. Yes. Will Fly's in the house. Don't mind me. Will Fly. So yeah, Robert uses Zoom and YouTube. So it can get pretty hectic sometimes if one or the other isn't working correctly, right? I got all my chatters are getting up in the treehouse. Make sure you grab a snack. And I filled the fridge. And this is all about just using your imagination, right? When you're hanging out at Lindy's treehouse. I bring all my friends with me here. I hang a new painting every week, so you can see the painting behind me. I found that one in my stack of paintings. And you can call it what you want. I call it was kind of like a windstorm that day. I think I was out at the bayfront, and every time I go to the bayfront, I get inspired. And that kind of inspired me to put it looks like kind of windy, and everything's blowing all over the place or whatever. And I thought that came out really good. So it's fun to go through all my paintings and look at them, from these years that I started in 2021, just started doing paintings, and it's so fun. And I know I haven't painted like forever, but I need to start or whatever. But so we have Cowboy in the house, and then we have Scooby-Doo and Mr. Bill and Will Fly. So welcome everybody. I'm sure everybody else will start coming in. They're probably eating dinner, and they got to walk over to the treehouse and all that. And make sure you grab snacks and all that stuff that's in the fridge. I even have some ice cream cones in the freezer for Will Fly tonight. So all your favorite flavors too. So I got those, the box of ice cream cones with the chocolate and the nuts on them. So good, so good. So just imagine that's in the treehouse tonight. So I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're having beautiful weather, and so far it keeps wants to rain, but it's not raining. But I've got Max Velocity, my favorite storm chaser guy, whatever, on the TV. So I'm watching all the storms all over the place right now. And how about all those earthquakes? And the earthquakes, and what else? The scary, really scary. People are just the earthquakes. Oh my God. So, and then Will Flies, as long as it's vanilla, we're good. Oh yeah. Yep. I got all different flavors up there in the freezer, Will Fly. So you can pick what you want. And the earthquakes and all the storms, the tornadoes and everything else everywhere. It's crazy. It's crazy. But Robert's safe. He's safe in California, so they didn't feel the earthquake either. But you just don't, you don't know. The weather's just crazy right now. Scuba says it's crazy at the grocery store. Very few are now ice cream. Most are frozen dairy desserts. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I actually ventured out yesterday and went grocery shopping, and got my little bus, shuttle bus, and I went grocery shopping. And I like the generic, like not the generic, the what do I want to say? The organic chicken and chicken pieces or whatever. And they didn't have anything in organic. They maybe had 2 packages there. Then I went over to the lunch meat, and because I love my lunch meat, my Oscar Mayer lunch meat, the honey smoked turkey, and they had like 1 package left. And then they had another one with chicken rotisserie, because I only like Oscar Mayer lunch meats. And yeah, I mean, the selection and stuff, it's scary. And then I went over to the produce looking for a big bag of lemons, because I put lemons in everything, and they were out. They were all out of stock on the lemons too. So we do have all the summer visitors are up here now. So the stores are nuts right now. I did film myself setting that thing up. No idea how good the video will be. Oh, you guys are. Oh, wait till you see Scuba's. I'm trying to follow the chat. Organic chicken ice cream. Yeah, that's it. I can't eat ice cream. My tummy don't like ice cream anymore. But I just saw a lot of stuff, that, and the price of waffles, frozen waffles, right? If you buy like the Eggo brand, $7 for a box of waffles. I need to just get me a waffle maker and start making my own. It's like sticker shock anymore, right? I'm just amazed at the prices out there. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Everything. I know everything's expensive. I don't even know what ice cream costs now. I haven't bought it like forever, for like a year or so, But yeah, there was a lot of things there at the store that they were low on stock or whatever, but the store was super busy. And it was only a Tuesday, right? It wasn't even yesterday. I didn't go yesterday. I went the day before. See, I get my days all mixed up. So anyway, I went someday, and it was Tuesday, because I'm like, it's only Tuesday. It's crazy. But I did get a walk to the Bayfront this week, so that was nice. I just call my bus and say on Monday. That's right. Monday, I went to the Bayfront and walked for an hour and a half. And then Tuesday, then I went to the grocery store. So I'm going to start. Yeah, I'm going to just start catching the bus to the grocery store instead of having it delivered, because I'm tired of of them charging all these fees for delivering stuff. It's crazy. So I'm getting. I'm learning. Exactly. And then plus spending money on paper plates for Molly, right? Paper plates aren't cheap either, because you got to get frugal. Is that what you call it? Frugal, something like that. And I found a plate, and because they say, oh, well, cats don't like to eat out of regular plates, So I have been buying paper plates for her, and I'm going through those like crazy. So I did find a plate that she will eat out of. And I just I took a marker and I wrote her name on that plate, so I don't accidentally eat out of it. Ugh. And so she's got her own plate. So mom's got to do what mom's got to do, right? And it saved me money on paper plates, right? Yeah, because you're paying like $5 for a little pack, the mini paper plates, and I'm like, I'm not gonna keep doing that, right? But we've got a big show tonight. I just want to introduce all my mascots that are with me tonight. If anybody's like just joining in right now and seeing what the heck's going on at Lindy's Treehouse tonight, and you haven't met all my mascots, but this is all, part of the family. So we've got Pillsbury Doughboy, right? He's in the house tonight. My super cute thrift store find. Yes. And then we have my little koala bear, which I collect the tie. I just love these. The little koala bear. And then, of course, we got Joe Cool, Snoopy. He's always here, got his sunglasses on because he's cool, right? Got a cute little tail back there. So cute. And then we've got Positive Pooh, right? We always bring Positive Pooh because we always have positive things on my show, right? We always keep it positive because I want everybody to leave here with a good feeling and learn new things or whatnot, you know, when I share all the crazy stories, what's going on out in the world, but it's always, you know, fun, positive stuff. Nothing serious because there's enough seriousness going on in this world right now. And then we have Bob Evans, you know, my favorite mascot ever. So he joins us every week. And then we have my Hard Rock Cafe, Detroit, and kind of cool. This is a little vintage, right? 2005 is what it says on his little tag. So that's kind of cool. 2005, what the heck, right? Where did that time go? That is just crazy, crazy, crazy. So I'm putting them all back on the couch here. Yes, yes. See, they all get to join me. Hello, Pillsbury Doughboy. And then of course, we have Joey Logano, right? If you're all into NASCAR, and I worked for Home Depot for umpteen years, and I got this when Joey Logano came to my store when I lived in Arizona, and I had him sign the Joey Bear, right? His autograph is on there. He signed it. And then we have Baby Joey, right? Baby Joey. So, yeah, so they're part of my mascot because it's all part of me and things that I've done and all that stuff. And then, of course, you've seen my koala bear from Australia. His name's Walter. I named him Walter. Yes. So, and then my painting, and then it's kind of cool, huh? My little backdrop. I just changed it up. And then my picture of me on my first tandem paramotor, right? 2022. And that was very life-changing. And I'm glad that I have a picture up there. Everybody can see it. I'm very proud of that. It was such a special, special day. I miss you, Eric. Cancer sucks, right? Yep, cancer took Eric last year. And in August, it'll be a year. And he was my pilot. Eric Lear was my pilot. And then Jade Lear, was the assistant. And she helped me get everything going. So Will Fly says, tell us about the green painting. I don't know. I think I don't know if it was really windy that I was at the Bayfront, because when I go walk to the Bayfront, I get inspired by things, and I guess I just came home and I don't know, picked up the paintbrush and decided to kind of go crazy with it because I'm more of an abstract painter. And it kind of, to me, it reminds me of being in a field, right? You guys can see it. Being in a field and it's all, windy and the wheat, when you go to the beach and they have all the, I don't know, what do you call it? All the stuff blowing around, the grass and everything. What do you call that brown grass that is so pretty at the lake? And I don't know, I got really inspired by just seeing the trees and everything moving and stuff blowing around. And I came home and I did that in 2022. So I don't know what you guys see, because everybody, one eye sees, the other eye feels. So that's what I always call it. One eye sees, the other eye feels. It's kind of cool, right? So, like I said, I love doing my spackle paintings. I love doing that. And you see oats? Okay, sea oats. Yes. Yeah, I guess that's what you call them, Will Fly. Yeah, sea oats. But I think it's kind of cool. I forgot about this painting. Like I said, I have all these paintings stacked up in my closet, and I thought, well, I'll just pull these, pull them out or whatever. And I like to, show you my paint, pick a different painting every week, right? And hang it on the wall there. So it's kind of fun in my treehouse, right? So everything's been really good. Like I said, I love it up here. I love my loft living. Yes, I love my loft living. Everybody, I feel really safe here, and everybody kind of just keeps to themselves, And like I said, they run a tight ship because there's cameras everywhere. So it's nice. It's nice. I feel super safe here. And anybody that, doesn't follow rules or whatever, they said, see you later, right? So anyway, anywho, I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. Hit that like button and hit the notification so you don't miss a show. So the nice thing about Thursday is the next day's Friday. I always get excited about Fridays. I remember when I worked, it was like, you couldn't wait till Friday came, right? You couldn't wait for Fridays. So this is Friday. We always say Friday. So Scooby-Doo, I got your package ready to go because I gave away foodie socks last week, right? And who else? Greg Laney, I packaged his socks. I packaged them up. I have not been able to find JD Slow Days. If anybody has a way to get in touch with him, I need him to send me his address so I can send him the socks. He doesn't respond on his Facebook. So Funyuns, yes. You got your Funyuns will be there. Yes, I'm going to try and get up to the post office next week. I'm going to call my boss and say, give me the post office so I can get those out to you all. Because, I keep my promise, right? I keep my promise. Speaking of keeping my promise, see, we have a lot to cover here. So I'm going to keep going. Remember I told you that I was going to order some koozies, give one away. There's like 6 koozies in here to give one away for the month of July to celebrate the 250th anniversary, right? Our 4th of July, 205th anniversary. I told you I was going to get them. When I say I'm going to do it, I do it. So let me show you. I'll give you a sneak preview, okay? They sent me this cool little package here on Amazon. So check this out. These are really cute. So we got this one, as you can see. It's kind of cool, right? And then we got the bell. I thought these were super cute. The bell. And then Statue of Liberty. This is the first time I looked at these. They came in the mail the other day, and I just left them in the package and everything because I wanted to save it so we can all look at them together. So there's that. And then there's that one, 250 years. That's a cool one with the eagle. I like that. That's cool. And I still have like American flag ones to give away too. I still have some from last year, right? So this is USA. These are just really fun to give away for the summer. And that one's got the eagle on it. That's kind of cool, right? So everybody's going to find their favorite. So next week, when I do the spinny wheel Winnie things, we're going to give away a koozie. Yeah, we'll give away a koozie. Easy to mail, throw in the envelope or whatever. Doesn't cost an arm and a leg, all that stuff. And now I can't get it back in the package. But so I'm excited. Yeah, because you know me, I love giving stuff away. And I have to say, shout out to my chatters and everybody that donated to the show, that send me socks to give away. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And you know who you are, right? You know who you are. And I got stickers. And I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed. You know, Ryan surprised me. Remember, I told you my son, and gave me a bunch of socks for the show. And then Scooby and Munchkin gave me socks, and Will Fly. Yeah, I'm just and stickers and all that. And I so appreciate you. So thank you so much. And I've got I have to say shout out to my new subscribers and my old subscribers. I really, yeah, I'm gonna say I appreciate y'all. I do, because I couldn't do the show without you. And I look forward to Thursdays. I do. I really look forward to Thursdays, just being with everybody and all of us checking in on each other. So we're already at the my 104th show, and we're already 4 days into summer. Crazy, right? Crazy. 4 days into summer already, but I love it. I love it. I've got, like I said, the weather's been absolutely beautiful to be walking to the bayfront. And I just, I love it. The weather's been really nice. So happy Friday Eve. My internet bill went up $10 because the promotion is over. So I was paying $80, and they gave me, it was promotion. They saved me $10, and yeah, my promotion is over. No, it's $90 instead of $80. So what are you going to do, right? Gosh darn. Congratulations, 104 shows for Fire Bill said. Thank you. Thank you. I know, it's so cool, right? Yeah, put party hats in the chat. Put party hats in the comments. Let's see some party hats. Yeah, we can celebrate. I celebrate life, right? We got to celebrate life. Celebrate each other. What the heck, right? Celebrate each other. You know, I love to see people happy, right? I love to see people happy. And I look at my show, it's not a competition. I love to see everybody. I love to see people succeed. I really do. So that's what the show is all about, right? We just kind of, yeah, we take care of each other and be happy for each other, right? We don't allow no jealousy, none of that drama in the Treehouse is not allowed. So welcome. So yeah, first day of summer was June 21st. So we're already 4 days in the summer. So I got my cue cards. And then I already told you new koozies, right? Talk about the new koozies. What do you think? Do you like the koozies? Are they kind of cool? You gotta tell me. Put some American flags in the chat too, or however that you want to do it. So I'm gonna say, because we're gonna get the show on the road here. We got some stuff to give. We got to give away some foodie socks tonight. All right, another pair. And then next week, yes, you'll have your choice. If you don't want I think that'd be a collector's item, the koozie, right? If you don't want the koozie, then Cowboy says I'm back. Had to chase the dog. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, the excitement never ends at your house. That's so funny. I gotta go chase the dog. Dang dog. Those stinkers. They keep you exercise, huh? They keep you going. They do. I remember when I had my dogs. Yeah, especially my little one. First time I got him home, the smallest dog, little escape artist, right? But I tell you a funny story. I'll tell you a funny story real quick with my little dog, because you're talking about how to chase the dog. Well, my little Chumps, right? My little terrier dog. I don't know if I told the story before, but we only had him. I think I rescued him, and maybe we had him like 2 weeks, if that. And we were sitting on the front porch, and he saw a bunny rabbit, and he took off. Dude, I didn't know he could fit through the little gate that we had on the porch, and he took off down the street, right? Well, when I first got him, okay, the dog's name was Tramp, okay, Tramp, right? Now, picture this. I'm in a retired community. I'm running down the street. I'm yelling for my dog. And I'm yelling, tramp, 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 like that. And I'm trying to, and somebody called the posse on me because they thought I was literally calling somebody a tramp, like I was chasing some women down or whatever, because I was mad or like I was on drugs or something, running down the street. And I was trying to get my dog, right? And Judy, hi, sis. Hi. Yeah, my chunky monkey. He was the best. My sis is in the house. Everybody say hi to Judy. My sis is in the house. I got to write her in there. So yeah, they called somebody, these old people are. Somebody called the posse on me, and as I'm running down the street, he gets out. He goes, "Everything okay, man?" I said, "Yes." Oh, hi, Judy. Hi, Linda. It's Kim. Hi, Kimmy, my sister-in-law. Hi, Kimmy. Welcome. I love family. Welcome, Kimmy. Love you, girl. Yeah, so needless to say, I changed his name to Chunks because when I first brought him home, he was really skinny, and because the owner that had him didn't take very good care of him. Well, the owner, his health was really bad anyway, and that's why I went and I rescued Chunks from him because the owner was going into hospice and all that, and he asked if I'd take his dog. So I would actually, the neighbor lived across the street from me, so I actually would go shopping. I would go shopping for him, go to the grocery store for him and all that. And John, hi, John. Is that my brother? Did I just see my brother too saying hi? What's up, bro? My little brother, but he's way taller than me. Johnny's way taller than me, but I call my little brother. So yeah. So anyway, I had to change the dog's name. The dog started gaining weight, and so I named him Chunks, or Chunky Monkey. He was something else. That dog would no, oh my God, that's Kim. Okay, well, I saw John's name come up on there. No, Linda, not John, it's Kim. Okay, sorry. Okay, you got to understand, the chat is moving fast, okay? So I'm trying to keep up with everybody. So I apologize, Kimmy. I apologize. Hi, Kimmy. All right, there we go. So I had to say, John's my brother, right? That's my brother. So anyway, all right, so we're going to keep moving here. So welcome to Lindy's Treehouse, your cozy elevated spot up in the branches where vibes are always chill, the conversations flow easy, and the views are unbeatable, right? So welcome to Lindy's Treehouse, your cozy elevated spot up in the branches. See, I got my little cue cards. So everybody has their system when they do, the stream. So you gotta do what works for you. I don't have no fancy laptop, another thing, whatever they call it, sitting next to me where I can just, I have to write everything down. So actually it's really good for keep my brain busy, right? This is good. So we're going to say the house rules. Okay. We got house rules. I found this in my chat. I thought this was really cute. House rules. Climb in with, okay, these are the treehouse rules, okay? And I'm going to read these every week because these are cute. Treehouse rules. Climb in with positivity, leave drama on the ground, laughter mandatory, and snacks encouraged. There we go, right? Is that cool or what? House rules. Climb in with positivity, leave drama on the ground, laughter mandatory, snacks encouraged. So there you go. So a sturdy treehouse needs deep roots and strong branches. Too much wind without balance equals trouble. A tree that wants to touch the sky must first grow its roots deep into the earth. So those are kind of my opening, my little opening quotes. And yeah, so we are going to get started on news to me, right? News to me. New news to me. Yes. So we're going to get started on that because I have a whole bunch of stuff here that I got to read. And welcome. So everybody get comfortable, hit that like button, tell your friends and subscribe. We're going to have a really good time tonight. It's beautiful outside. I'm just super stoked to be here with everybody tonight. So welcome, chatters. Welcome. All right. Are you ready? Okay. So I read this story today and it kind of put tears in my eyes. It was kind of, it made me sad. It said, for 10 years, an elderly man listened to a voicemail from his late wife every single day. When it was accidentally deleted, 11 engineers spent 3 days working nonstop to recover it. So if you watch the video and you don't get teary on this, I don't know. I watched the video and it was so sweet. It was so sweet. And Judy said, it's beautiful here in Holland. The weather was, I didn't go out today or whatever, but yeah, besides take the garbage out. But yeah, the weather's been really nice. It's been really nice. Yeah, you don't want to be in Texas right now. It's like they're getting blasted with rain or whatever. So yeah, this guy, yeah, he listened to his late wife's. I wish I would have saved some voicemails from mom and dad, right, Judy, when they used to sing happy birthday to us. When you call, because birthdays, when we were growing up, birthdays were a big thing. We made a big deal out of birthdays. And yeah, Holland, Michigan is beautiful. It's beautiful. I know I want to come out and see you, Judy. I want to spend a week there besides the girls' weekend or whatever. But I'd have to talk to Ryan, give me a ride down there if he's going downstate for any tournaments, that he can take me. So we'll see, right? But that'll be after your trip and all that stuff. So, but yeah, I wish I would have saved voicemail from my parents because when they sang happy birthday, they would call me and sing happy birthday. And they did that for all of us. And when I was growing up, birthdays were a big deal. And Judy says, come on down. I will. Yeah, I miss you. I look at some pictures and all our road trips that we took together and all that stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, I miss Daddy-O. I miss, mom and dad singing happy birthday and all that. We always made a big deal of birthdays. I remember mom, when she stopped buying birthday cakes, I remember we got these beautiful cakes from the bakery. They were so good. And then mom decided she wanted to save money, so she started making bundt cakes for birthdays. Judy said, I saved my voicemail from mom and dad singing. I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have done that, sis. But yeah, keep those voicemails, people out there. Once your parents are gone, gosh. So yeah. So that poor guy, they did find his voicemail. So I thought that was really awesome. All right, we're going to go into new news to me. Okay. This is really weird. This is really, really weird. So you got to listen to this story. We have 1, 2. They are the best. That's right. Mom and dad, and dad, of course, Daddy-O's in heaven now. And, I have the best family ever. I love you, Kimmy. I love you. Sorry about all the mix up. I told you the live stream is not for the faint of heart. You got to pay attention. I have to pay attention to the, what everybody's saying and all that. Keep up on it because I don't have an assistant. I don't have my co-hosts anymore. So anyway, so this is called New News to Me, and it's called Sure Name Wedding. SUR name wedding. Sure name wedding. An Australian couple could not agree on which last name to take after getting married. To solve it, they hosted an all-day series of competitive games at the reception. So I guess they're arguing if she should take his name or he should take her name, right? And so they did a tug of war, potato sack race, and a twerk contest. The bride's family and groom's family competed. And because the groom's side won, the couple officially took his surname. So I guess maybe her name was, she wasn't really excited to be Mrs. Harry Potter, maybe, and she was hoping to go for her name, which was, what could be a good last name, right? Mrs. Summers, or something. And she ended up having to go, had to be, Mrs. Harry Potter, I guess, right? I don't know. I just made that up. But yeah, I didn't think people could do that, but I guess in Australia you can, right? We will share Kim next time. There you go. There you go. That's right, sis. That's right. So I thought that was really interesting that they were arguing of whose name they're going to take, right? I thought that was that was given that when you got married, you take your husband's name, right? But I guess they had a disagreement on it, and they had to duke it out with the families or whatever. If it all works for them, I guess, right? So interesting facts. The tradition of taking a husband's last name originated in the 12th century England under the legal doctrine of coverture. I never heard of that word, coverture, C-O-V-E-R, coverture. Under this system, a woman's legal identity merged entirely with her husband's, effectively rendering her and his legal and financial subordinate. So that started way back, right? In the century, what did it say? Yeah, in the coverture. I've never heard of that word. I don't know about you. I learned something every week. So I thought that was really interesting. Personally, I just kept my name from when I got married, even though I'm not married anymore, whatever, because it's really expensive to change your name, and you got back to my maiden name and all that, and you got to go through all kinds of paperwork, and some people said it. I Googled it. It's like $500 or more, just to change your name, because then you have to, the Social Security and all that stuff and everything. So if it works, works for me, then it works for me. So it's been working, and it's just a pain, change everything over, change it all over or whatever. Okay, so the world. Okay, this is funny. Because I thought about me and I thought about Scooby-Doo, because I feel like I'm loud on here, but you guys can always turn the volume down or whatever, right? Too loud. But I'm loud because I wear hearing aids, so I talk louder and I don't realize I'm talking, as loud as I am. And Scooby can relate to this, the loudness, world loudest. They had a contest. And the world loudest yeller, okay? An Australian air conditioner cleaner and town crier was officially crowned by Guinness World Records as the world's loudest person, hitting an ear-splitting 122.4 decibels. Decibels? Is that how you say it? Decibels? Did I say it right? Or is it decibels? Louder than a jackhammer. Oh my gosh. I hope I don't sound like a jackhammer, like loud as a jackhammer, because I know I get, and the thing is, if I get really excited about stuff, then I get loud, hey, what's going on? Ah! Right? But that's okay. Y'all love me. And hi, Munchkin. I have to say hi, Munchkin. Said hi to Scooby. Scooby says, LOL, so I'm loud. Well, yeah, sometimes Munchkin, remember you and Munchkin, like Munchkin will say, you're so loud. She always say, you're so loud. Because you know, we just get here, we're just happy about things, right? Hey, back on my phone. Okay, Cowboy. Thanks for letting me know that. I'm glad that you're all here. My chairs are in the house or whatever. I don't think you're Scooby. I don't think you're loud. I relate because I talk. This is how I talk or whatever, right? And when I do my show, I feel like I'm yelling, but I don't think I'm yelling. I just get excited about stuff, right? Okay, so that's enough about the world's loudest yeller. That's got to be really loud, right? Like the town crier, Australian and air conditioner cleaner and town crier. We don't have it. People are like, what's a town crier? No, they don't go around crying, but they go around, they're back in the day, right? The town crier would yell, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. We got the Queen Isabella is coming down, is coming down the street, or something like that, right? They were always announcing different things. That's the town crier, but they don't have a town crier anymore. People would get really annoyed, right? Okay, so then we have Merlin the runner duck, an unofficial World Cup mascot in Mexico, made international headlines by crashing and stealing the spotlight at President Claudia Sheinbaum's official government new briefing. So I'm sure Merlin was quacking up, right? I'm sure Merlin was quacking up. Yes. Yeah, he had to show up for the party too, right? Maybe it was her pet duck or something. But they said he just kind of showed up and took the stage, right? The World Cup mascot. So in the unofficial World Cup, crashing and stealing the spotlight. So, or maybe it was a mascot. Maybe, I wonder if it was a real duck. Merlin the runner duck, they called it. So I don't know. All the baseball games and stuff have let's see. Oh, I'm okay. See the chat. I'm caught up on the chat, so I'm glad about that. Okay, then we had water slide nuptials. See, I said it. It's a big word. Water slide nuptials. A North Dakota couple took their vows to the extreme by renewing them while attempting to break a Guinness World Record for going down water slides in full wedding dresses and suits. How cool is that, right? How cool is that? Yeah. They, instead of walking down the aisle, right? Scuba says the lighthouse has 4 UFOs is flying around. That lighthouse has 4 UFOs that's flying around it. The lighthouse? Oh, yeah, it does look like that, huh? Yeah, my little painting. Those are my birds. That's when I was learning how to draw. That's how when I was learning how to draw birds on the painting. But I mean, if you want to call them UFOs, I guess, right? Never thought of that. That's hilarious. I thought those birds came out really good too. I thought a really good job. But yeah, I had to learn how to draw birds when I was doing my lighthouse painting. But good eye, Scooby. Yeah, so these people, instead of going down the aisle, they went down a water slide in full wedding dresses and suits. How fun is that, right? To get married. So I think that's hilarious. I think that is hilarious. Good for them, right? Everybody's different. How they want to do their marriage vows, right? So they went down a water slide. So if I did that, it would it wouldn't end well. No. We have toilet troubles. Okay, this dude here, a camper in California, Sierra Nevada, let's see, had to be rescued from a campground vault toilet after climbing inside to retrieve his dropped sunglasses. No way. No way. If I drop my sunglasses down there, guess what? The sunglasses would be staying down there. Would you go and retrieve your sunglasses out of an icky campground vault? And it's kind of the same like a porta potty, except, it's just, it's a big hole, no water's in it or whatever. And I guess they come and they clean it every week, but it's a little different than a porta potty, whatever. But I think porta potties are disgusting. But yeah, so he climbed inside there and got stuck. That's just nasty, right? That's just stinky. That would just be, yeah. So that his day did not end well, I would say. Yeah, his day was pretty poopy. So Gracie, a 3-year-old, let's see. Okay. Oh, it's a giraffe. So Gracie's a 3-year-old giraffe. And people in Texas, this is true story. The 3-year-old giraffe named Gracie escaped from the farm that she was on. She escaped 2 weeks ago from Cedar Howell, from a ranch in west of San Antonio. So they're on the lookout for the giraffe. And how can you not, unless she's hiding in the trees, but they don't have a lot of trees in San Antonio, I don't think. But maybe she was, she might have been hiding hiding somewhere, but how can you hide a giraffe, right? And it's just so, somebody must have her, because I didn't know it was even legal to keep giraffes, but maybe it was a rescue ranch or something, but they have yet to find her. So I hope they find her, I guess giraffes can run pretty good. I think they can run pretty fast or whatever. But so they're still looking for her in Texas somewhere. There's a giraffe on the loose. So I hope they find Gracie, 3 years old. She's on the run right now. So if you're in Texas, my peeps, keep an eye out for the giraffe, right? That's so crazy. So let's see what else. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. I can tell everybody's here for Thursday night, so I'm always happy to have you here at Lindy's Treehouse. And I'm Paramount USA. And I'm here every Thursday night, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm so happy to have y'all here. We always have a good time, keeping it positive and all that stuff. So this is another true story. I was reading some of the news today. A small plane, and I thought it will fly because he knows all about airplanes. And a small plane landed without its landing gear Wednesday morning, June 24th, at the Cherry Capital Airport, briefly disrupting flights in and out of Traverse City. So that was here, Michigan, Traverse City, Michigan. And I drove by Cherry Capital Airport many times. When I go with my son, we go to Costco's. And I remember going down the little windy road or whatever by the airport. So they said the pilot and his dog were not injured. They said airport operations were affected for about an hour and a half while crews responded to the incident. And it was a Beechcraft Baron was the name of the airplane. And highly regarded twin-engine piston aircraft introduced in 1961. So these aircrafts are not cheap. But how do you lose? Okay, I need to know, Will Fly. I need to know about who was flying. They didn't give a name. Who was flying. But the small plane landed without its landing gear. So is it maybe an electrical issue sometimes, Will Fly, that the landing gear goes out? And also, can you get fined for if you, do they have to do an investigation then to see if you were being irresponsible, flying or whatever? John says, I land without my landing gear all the time, legs. Well, I mean, an airplane, and you can Google it too, will fly. But yeah, it just happened the other day, a small plane. And so, yeah, can you get fined for, if they do an investigation and find that you weren't being, how do you call it? You're being irresponsible or something. Let's see, could be electrical or hydraulic. And yes, they can investigate. Nobody got hurt or anything, but he had to land. Yeah, he had to land at that airport. I don't know where. They didn't give too much detail, but I thought you will fly because you know all about airplanes and stuff. And I thought, how in the heck does a landing gear? That's scary. But that must have been like a rough, when he did land, even though they said he didn't get hurt, that'd be a bumpy landing, right? Gosh. But yeah, so that's a true story. And then I looked up like how much they cost. Those airplanes cost. I'd be kind of nervous to get up in those airplanes anymore. Yeah, I'll go up in the air on a paramotor, right? On a tandem, but I won't get in one of those airplanes. I think, I don't know. It's kind of scary, right? I think it's scary. I think it'd be a cool experience, but I don't know. Why are so many planes going down lately? That's what I want to know. All these little planes, these small planes and stuff. So we are going to do, because we already got new news to me, and we're going to, it's so fun tonight. So I decided to do the Sounds of Summer. It's called the Sounds of Summer Trivia. Sounds of Summer Trivia. But real quick, because we are getting, into the summer, what is your best memory, like vacation memories? What is your best memory of vacation when you were growing up? Where did you used to go every summer for vacation? So put it in the chat, everybody. I want to see. Where did you guys used to go? Guys and gals used to go for your summer vacations when you were growing up. We went to Caseville, Michigan. I remember. And we went to Cedar Point. We would stay at the Holiday Inn in Cedar Point. Yes. In Ohio. Yes. And that was fun. Oh, and then we went on the Babalo boat. That was in Michigan, the Babalo boat. And I still have pictures when my boys were younger. They actually went on the Babalo boat, and it was like the last year that they were running the boat. So that was a fun day. Scuba says, when I was real little, my parents turned me loose on the beach, and I would fill a bucket with crabs. I love that. And Will Fly says, Ohio, to spend the summer at the family farm. This is awesome. I love this. Yeah, we would get together with a bunch of neighbors, all the neighbors every year, and we would go to Caseville, and we all rented cottages. So we had families, all the families would get together, and we run these little cottages, and in Caseville, Michigan. But now it's all condos out there. But how fun, right? They had shuffleboard, and they had you could play horseshoes. And Bill says we only went to a local sand pit to swim. That's all right. I always look forward to summer. Cowboy said had to go to work every summer. I like this though. Thank you for responding to all this. This is great. Scuba says skinny dipping, Bill, I see. There you go. Skinny dipper. Oh, Bill was a skinny dipper. See, we're finding some things. We're finding some things out here, right? How fun. Just be glad right now you're not in Oklahoma, because it's not looking pretty there right now. I got my max velocity but it's beautiful up here. Beautiful in Michigan. I love my Michigan. So we're going to do the Sounds of Summer trivia. And you guys still want to do the spinny wheel? Do you want me to wait? We'll wait a little bit, see if more people get in the chat before we give away another pair of socks. Otherwise, we can do the spinny wheel next week. And you have to be in the chat to win. So JD Slow Days, I have yet to get his address. If you didn't get a video of it, it didn't happen. There you go. There you go. And Scuba says, I just called a buddy in Oklahoma. Weather seemed fine where he was at. I think it's certain parts of Oklahoma. This one says Mayfield, Oklahoma, wherever Mayfield, Oklahoma is. So there's just certain areas in Oklahoma that are getting hit right now with bad storms. But yeah, so we're gonna do the. We'll see. Kind of wait, see if Robert stops by, and Greg Laney. See Greg Laney if he's listening. I want to say hi to Joe Adele. Hi, Joe Adele, if you're listening. Joe Adele's from Indiana, and then Charlie Walsh. I know you guys are all watching. So I gotta say hi to everybody. Gotta say hi to all my lurkers, right? And hopefully Brighton, my grandson, he'll jump in the chat. Last week was so much fun. And Robert, my son Robert, paraglidingtalk.com. Hopefully he gets in the chat tonight. But I know they're just getting off of work, so because of the time difference and all that. So it's 9 o'clock. So it's only 6 o'clock over there. So he's just pretty much getting home or whatever. All right. Are you ready for the Sounds of Summer trivia? Everybody's ready? I thought this would be fun. All right. Are you ready? Now you got to listen to the questions, okay? And then you can put the answers in the chat, okay? All right. Here we go. Scuba says, oh, my God, speaking of Greg Laney, I now get Facebook ads about disc golf. You do? How weird. The only disc golf stuff I see on there is the stuff that my son Ryan puts on there. We're meeting at 5 o'clock on Monday for disc golf. But I don't get any ads for disc golf on my. And if I did, it don't matter. It don't matter. So we have science and nature. Okay, you ready? The Sounds of Summer trivia. Which okay, how do you say it? Solstice marks the start of summer. Solstice? How do you say it? Solstice. How do you say it? How do you say solstice? I can't say it. Somebody spell it out. Spell it out for me. Summer solstice. Solstice. How do you say it? So I know I said it today, and now I can't remember how to say it. Anyway, you get it, right? SOL. Okay, I see marks the start of summer. Yes, the answer is summer solstice. Solstice. Thank you, Scuba. Okay, solstice. Yes, Will Fly got it right. The answer is summer solstice. So, all right, good job. Okay, all right, number 2. What is the hottest planet in our solar system? What is, rhymes with cis. Solstice. Solstice. What is the hottest planet in our solar system? Ding, 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 ding. Look at Smarty Pants here, Will Fly. You're right. It's Venus. Yes. Scuba says Mercury. No, the answer is Venus. Will got it first. Told you. Will's Mr. Smarty Pants tonight. He got 2 in a row. All right, number 3. What type of storm most common in the summer? What's the most common storm in the summer? What is the most common storm in the summer? See what you guys put. What your answer is. because I know it's kind of delayed. And Will Fly gets it again. A big urn. A big urn. Big urn. Yes, Will Fly, you're right. It's thunderstorm. Yes. Yes. I know, like I said, Will Fly smarty pants tonight. All right, next question. All right, which flower tracks the sun across the sky? Ooh, this is good. I never knew it did that. What flower tracks the sun across the sky? Who can guess that one? I love these questions. And Will Fly got it again. Sunflower. Got some in my eye, my hair. Yeah, sunflower. That's right. That's right. That's right. Number 5. What bug produces light using a chemical reaction? What bug produces light using a chemical reaction? Anybody? 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 See if you can guess that one. Scuba got it. Woo! Good job, Scuba. Yes, firefly. Good job. See, you beat, oh, and somebody said lightning bug. Will Fly said lightning bug. And you got the firefly. Yeah, firefly. Scuba got it right. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, now we're going to go to food and drinks. What is the most popular hot dog topping? Cowboy says, drove my side-by-side to the river watching the sunset. Nice. Oh, nice. It's cloudy here. Like it wants to rain, but it doesn't know if it wants to rain. But yeah, I love the sunsets up here. So, yeah. What is the most popular hot dog topping? And Will Fly got it right. It's mustard. Who would have guessed, right? Who would have guessed that mustard was I would have said ketchup. But most popular hot dog. And I would say the most popular condiment to put on, like I love hot pretzels. I don't know about you. There's a pretzel place down by the bayfront. And a lot of times I stop in it's family owned, and I stop in the pretzel place and I get a hot pretzel. And I like to put mustard on the hot pretzel. So good. And I remember going to like the football games, and I always had to get a hot pretzel at the football games too. They're so good. With the, put the mustard on. Some people put mustard, some put cheese on their pretzels, hot pretzels. Best ever, right? All right, which fruit is 92% water? What fruit is 92% water? Scuba says technically that's a condiment. A topping is like onions and chili, etc. Good. Yeah. I like that's a good fact. Yeah. Yeah. Technically, that's a condiment. A topping is like onions and chili, etc. And Scuba says watermelon. He got it right. That's right. Ding, 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 ding. Will Fly said grapes. Nope. Grapes? Well, yeah, it is full of water or whatever, I guess. But yeah, it's watermelon. Yeah. Yeah. Do you like the watermelon with the seeds, or do you like the seedless watermelon? Scuba knows stuff. Yeah, Scuba knows his stuff, and he knows his food too. So the difference between topping and condiments. So that's a whole different conversation there, right? Talking food. Scuba says I will let Will get more. He's already like, how many did you get right? You got almost half of them right. All the answers right. So I like this, you guys. Keep answering. Let's see. So I don't think I'm just talking to myself. Okay, number 8. What flavor is traditionally pink lemonade? What flavor is traditionally pink lemonade? This is pretty easy. This one here. Scuba Bait says lots. Yes. What flavor is traditional pink lemonade? Let's see. Munchkin said strawberry. No. Nope. What flavor is traditionally pink lemonade? Lemon flavored. Yes. Will fly. Yes. Lemon flavored. Yes. Yes. I buy from my Meyer store. I love the raspberry lemonade, but I got to be careful with the lemonade. And I put lemons, on my lemonade too. Like, I had lemons when I took my Powerade or whatever, I had lemons. But I have to be careful because too much of the lemons or whatever, because the acidity in those lemons and stuff, I break out. Yeah. So, yeah, I got to be careful with them. But they're so good though. And the lemons are good for you. But if I, drink too much of that acidity, whatever they call it, then I break out on my lip. So, Scuba says, I would hope you have lemons in your lemonade. Yeah. Well, I always take lemon slices and I put in my lemonade. But now they're saying instead of just putting the whole slice in there, just squeeze the juice out of the lemon, right? The lemon slice, and just put the juice in there, and then it's not so strong or whatever. The acidity won't be as much, I guess. And plus, even though I wash the fruit, I wash the lemons, right? When I get a lemon, I rinse it, wash the fruit or whatever, before I put it in my, in my water or whatever. But they're saying that you're better to just, must be weak lemonade. I just like the extra I just like the extra zing in it. I put an extra slice of lemon in the lemonade. But like I said, I have to be careful because then I break out if I've got too much. There's too much acidity in in the lemonade, or adding the lemons to it, or if I drink a lemonade every day. So yeah, it sucks. So number 9, what's the bestseller ice cream flavor worldwide? This is Will's question. What's the best-selling ice cream flavor worldwide? The best-selling ice cream. Vanilla. Yes, vanilla. Yes, vanilla. I was going to Google to see Scuba said vanilla. He started to put vanilla down. I put the V. Yes. Why do they call the ice cream that has the strawberry, vanilla, and what is it? Strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate, right? They call it Cosmopolitan ice cream. Do they still sell Cosmopolitan ice cream? Because I have not been down the ice cream aisle as far as like to look at ice cream, to buy ice cream or whatever. A for effort. Oh, there you go. Cosmopolitan. No, I remember Neapolitan. Neapolitan. Well, it was close, but no cigar. Cosmopolitan. It's a drink. Oh my God. See, this is why we gotta get together. Because Neapolitan, because you never know what's going to come out of my head. Okay, you never know. Our magazine, yeah, because whatever I think, it just comes out, right? I'm glad you all love me because I swear I got a Cosmopolitan. Munchkin says I would eat Cosmopolitan ice cream. Oh my God. I'm telling you what, I crack myself up. See, if you can't laugh at yourself, right? If you can, and I didn't say it just once, I had to say it twice or 3 times, right? Cosmopolitan ice cream. Now you'll never look at ice cream the same, right? I told you, you never know. I just say what comes to my mind, and there you go. And I was just so innocent about it. And you're like, no, it's Neapolitan, not Cosmopolitan ice cream. So good thing I was going to go to the store and look for Cosmopolitan ice cream because I don't think I would find it there. And even if I would ask the salesperson, they would probably laugh at me. Cosmopolitan ice cream. Oh, my eyes are watering. I can't even see the screen. Oh my God. I'm laughing so hard. Like I said, if you can't laugh at yourself, right, then you might have to just give up. Just give up. So I have to laugh at myself. I do. Yeah, go ask for that at the store. I like some Cosmopolitan ice cream. I'm not gonna live this one down. And look at blinker fluid. Blinker, yeah, blinker fluid is right. Yeah, anybody that's watching, I'm real as can be. This is it. What you see is what you get when you come on the show. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying, this is it. This is the whole package. This is it right here. So, Cosmopolitan ice cream. Oh, Lord. What am I going to do with me, right? I'm glad you all love me. Yeah. See what I try and see here. I'm going to be laughing about that for quite some time. Okay. So, number 10. Okay, so we're doing history and geography. Okay, history and geography. Which monument grows taller during the summer heat? Which monument grows taller during the summer heat? Well, that's I'm still crying. Hi ho, hi ho. What? Yeah. Yes. Which monument grows taller during the summer heat? See, I'm making y'all think. You'll be surprised at this, at the answer. I'm waiting to see. And no fair Googling it. Let's see. Will Fly said Washington. Nope. Anybody else? Anybody else want to guess? All right, I'll give you a hint. It's in another country. This monument is in another country. See if you get it. It's in a different country. It's not here in the United States. But it's the tallest. Yes. Let's see. Anybody? Yes, Will Fly got it. Eiffel Tower. Yes, that's what it is, the Eiffel Tower. That was tricky, right? That was tricky. I got a bunch here. I had to change it up and just do trivia. Usually, like, we talk, I pick one word and we decipher the word, whatever, decipher, right? I said decipher. Decipher the word. And, but this time I thought I would do, do some summer trivia. So, okay. So number 11, this is a good one. What Roman emperor named the month of July? I'm crying. Excuse me. Scuba got it right. Will Fly, you said Eiffel Tower. Yeah. You got it right, Will Fly, the Eiffel Tower. What Roman emperor named the month of July? Does anybody know? Oh, yeah, scuba. Okay, Julius Caesar? Yes, like Caesar's Pizza. Good answer. I would not have known that. That's pretty good. Man, you're smarty pants here. I got some smarty pantses in the chat tonight. Don't look at me, Mrs. Cosmopolitan. Yeah, well, you guys are going to go and look at ice cream. You're not going to look at it ever the same. We know how to find the Cosmopolitan ice cream. Will Fly typed it before I could get back to the phone. Oh, gosh, you guys. Now, you're not supposed to type. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's all right. But, yeah, you got a bunch of smarty pants here. Okay. The Julius Caesar. All right, you got another one. I just kept it going here. Which state is closest to the equator? Little history. Let's see. Smarter than the average bear. That's right. That's right. Speaking of bears, Wendy Weaver, she's got a bear that's been visiting. Did you see Facebook? She's got a bear that's been visiting her, a mama and her babies, and trashing her dumpster that she's got out there, her trash dumpster. Yeah, if you've seen that video, it's crazy. Yes, Hawaii. That's right. Yes, Will got it right. Hawaii. Good job. That's great. You guys are, I got all kinds of smarty pantses in the chat tonight. Scuba says, well, what, okay, so we're going to go to the next one. What month does summer begin in us? Oh yeah, what month does summer begin in Australia? Well, that's pretty easy. What month does summer begin in Australia? Anybody? Anybody new? Let's see. Will Fly said December. That's right. Ding, 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 ding. It's like Jeopardy. I do. I love all my smarty pantses. Yes. In the chat tonight. So I'm making you think. I got to make me think all the time too. I need all the thinking help I can get. Honestly. Okay. What country did the beach volleyball sport originate? That's I'm still crying. What country did the beach volleyball sport originate? Let's see. Brazil? No. You'll be surprised at the answer. You'll be surprised at the answer. Flyer Bill said Brazil, not Brazil. Will Fly says, Scuba, you got this one. Oh, that's very nice of you, Will Fly. See how it is when we all get along in the treehouse. Will Fly said Cuba. Wait, Scooby got Romania. Scuba says nope. Cuba, nope, no idea. Okay, it's actually USA. USA, yeah. Crazy, right? What country did the beach volleyball sport originate? USA. Oh my gosh. That's so crazy, right? I got to tell you, because remember the Cosmopolitan ice cream thing? My mom, if she was listening to this, she'd be laughing. And she would not be surprised that I said Cosmopolitan, right? Because she knows me. My mom knows me well. So Scuba says, oh, not volleyball. That's what it said. Yeah, they said USA. What country did the beach volleyballs originate? So quick story. Makes sense now, Scuba says. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so let me tell you a quick story because the Cosmopolitan thing. I don't know if I told you the story, but when I was in school, I had to do a choice. What do you call it? You had a multiple choice question, right? And so they asked, Scuba says, you aren't reading everything. Yeah, so I tried to give that one to Scuba. And then Scuba says, makes sense now. And you said, I'm not reading everything. What did I miss? Because I'm trying to look at my paper here, my notes, and I'm trying to watch the chat. So I'm trying to tell you my story when I, above that, you aren't reading everything above that. Makes sense now. Let me see. Let me look. Okay, I'm grabbing my phone so I can go make sense now. So I tried to give that one to Scuba, but beach volleyball. Okay. All right. I see it now. So I said not volleyball, but beach volleyball. Okay. We got it. Thank you, Scooby. You're keeping me on the up and up here. I gotta I miss things in the chat. I don't have an assistant to help me follow the chat, but I try. Yeah, so my little story, I had to do a multiple choice, whatever, and it was a question, and it said, what flies south for the winter, right? So A, it was, let's see, A, it was polar bears, B was birds, and then C was, I don't know, whatever it must be, right? So guess what I said, fly south for the winter. And I had to go, my parents had to go to school because I thought there was seriously something wrong with me. So I'll begin. Volleyball started in Massachusetts. Wow, see, doing a little history there. So I put down polar bears fly south for the winter. I did. So see, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed since I was little. Polar bears fly south in winter, and I go and get my cosmopolitan ice cream. I need to get my cosmopolitan ice cream. So I have to share that story with you. Yeah. So if you ever see a polar bear flying, let me know, okay? Flying to Florida for the winter, just let me know, Then I know I wasn't really going crazy, but yeah, the nuns thought there was seriously something wrong. Kill polar bears. So yeah. So the polar bear was flying south for the winter. Why did you put that down? I don't know. It was only like in second grade or something. I was just a little bitty thing or whatever. I have no idea. I guess I just thought polar bear. I don't know. Polar bears, they live in the north or whatever. So I have no idea why I did that. Yeah. So my parents were like, what the heck? All right. So what 1975 film created the summer blockbuster era? What 1975 film was a summer blockbuster in 1975? What movie? Scuba says, never mind. Why you put them down? Kill polar bears? Why you put them down? Never mind. Well, I'm sorry. It takes me. I'm slow. You said you put polar bears down. Okay. I wrote down polar bears. I had to mark polar bears. Yes, to fly south for the winter. I was supposed to write birds fly south for the winter, not polar bears. Yes. As the sun's going down, the clouds are moving really fast out there too. I know, Scooby. Yeah, I get it now. They would put the polar bears down. Yeah, I don't want to hurt the polar bears. They fly. In my brain, polar bears fly south or whatever. So what movie? What movie in the summer? No, not Grease. It's not Grease will fly. In 1975. What was the summer blockbuster? If you can think of the movie. I'm going to really watch the chat here. Star Wars? Nope. You'll be surprised at the answer. Want to give you a hint? When you go in there, you'd be really scared. Dun 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 dun. Jaws, yes. There you go. Scuba said Jaws. That's right. That was the scariest movie ever. And Will Fly said Jaws too. Do you like how I did the little imitation of the movie? Yes, the little sound effect. And Flyer Bill said scuba. Oh, yeah. So the answer is Jaws. That's right. Good answer. All right. The last question of the night. Which seasonal, what is this? I can't even read my writing. Seasonal phases describes the hottest days of July. Oh, phrases. What seasonal phrases describes the hottest days of July? So what's a saying that people say? Scuba is the king. That's right. Scuba keeps me on my toes in the chat. He does. He keeps me on my toes. He's like, you missed it. Did you see my comment? Look at my comment. But I know when Scuba has his show on Friday nights. Yeah, Dog Days of Summer. Yeah. Good job, Will Fly. Will Fly got it. That was so fun. Yeah, I'm all out of trivia right now. I didn't want to go too crazy with it. I had like 14 of it. So yeah, Dog Days of Summer. Very cool, right? But there's a lot. What do they say? What are some of the sayings they say in the summer? It's hotter than a $2 pistol. $3 pistol? How do you say that? Heck, and I'm driving. Oh man, Will Fly, you're just on a roll. We're driving a Dairy Queen. You're driving a Dairy Queen. Getting some ice cream. Yeah, isn't that, how do you say it? It's hotter than a $3, $2 pistol, $3 pistol. What are some sayings that people say in the summer? It's so hot that, right? And then you just finish the sentence. Scuba says, like hotter than a hoochie coochie. That's right. Yeah, hotter than a hoochie coochie. That's a good song too. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee Coochie. We get hotter than yeah, you know the word or whatever. Way down yonder on the, I can't even think of it. It's cooler than a witch's teat in a brass bra. And Flybrill says, Alexis hears you on Scuba's computer and gives him the answer. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay. Way down yonder on Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Jordan asphalt, got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down on the river on a Friday night, it's fine daylight. Yes, that's a good song too. That's a good song. Okay, that's my cute little jingle. Jingle, jingle, jingle. That's right. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than hoochie coochie. That's right. That was, who sings that? Put it in the chat. I'll pick your brain. Who sings that? That's the best song ever. Best video too. Best video. I had so much fun tonight. I hope you guys did too. Throw a little trivia in there, little trivia questions. Some, Alan Jackson. Thank you. Yeah, not Luke Bryan. It's Alan Jackson. Bless his heart, right? And I think my favorite, the music was the 90s. The 80s and 90s country music, I think, are my favorite. 80s and 90s. Maybe 70s. All the old school country songs, right? All the old school country songs. But I'm so glad that everybody stopped by tonight. I had an awesome night with y'all. Talking Cosmopolitan. I was so innocent when I was saying it too. I really thought I had the word right. Scuba says, I changed the words to make it dirty and it flew over your head. No problem. It's how I sing it though. No, I know what you were singing. I saw that. I did. That did not go over my head. I just read it really quickly, Scooby. But I get the hoochie coochie. Okay. Yes. Yeah, hoochie coochie. I don't know. Back in the day, I used to call it bingo bango back in the day when I was a wild woman. Yes. Bingo bango. Yes. Let's go bingo bango. I had to share that. Yeah, I had to share that. Used to call it bingo bango. Everybody has a name for that, In the hoochie coochie, the bingo bango, whatever you want to call it. Fun times, right? Fun times. It is beautiful. I'm going to see a beautiful sunset here too. Do you guys want me to do a spinning wheel tonight, or do you want to wait till we'll do it next week when we start the summer and do the giveaway? I'm going to give away a pair of socks though. So Scooby he won his socks last week. So we don't, who do we have left in the chat now? I don't know who's still here and who isn't. Let me see. So my chatters today were Scooby-Doo, Mr. Bill, Will Fly, Sissus Judy, Kim, and Munchkin. And fireworks have already begun in this hood. Yeah, it's gonna get a little crazy here too pretty soon. Fire Bill says, and Bill says he's here. Yes. So we have Scooby, Mr. Bill, Will Fly, Sissus Judy, we have Kim, and then Munchkin, all in the house tonight. And John, Cowboy's back home. Cowboy, I have him at the top here. Yes, Cowboy got the lazy boy or the hammock tonight because he was the first in the chat. So, what do you guys want to do? You want to do a spinny? You want to win another pair of socks? Anybody? I still have my a bunch of foodie socks I still have to give away. So yeah, skip me for sure. Because maybe somebody else who hasn't won socks in a while maybe wants to win some socks, right? So we can get these out to everybody. You decide, Will Fly, so you decide. Trying to decide because I like to give another pair of socks away. Let's see. All right. We'll do we'll give away a pair of socks. How's that? All right. So we won't put Scooby on here because Scooby, I got socks coming out for him next week. So I'm sure Mr. Bill would like to win some socks. So let's put Bill on here and we'll put Will Fly. All right, Will Fly. And let's see. And Munchkin. I'm sure Munchkin would like to win something. Okay. So we got Munchkin. All right. And then we got Will Fly. Mr. Bill. We got Munchkin. Okay, we got Munchkin and that's it, right? And then Cowboy. We got to put Cowboy on here. Yeah, we got to put Cowboy because we still got you in the chat. Yes. All right. I know it's so complicated, right? So Molly's already coming out. What are we doing, Mom? So we got Cowboy, Bill H, Will Fly, and Munchkin, right? Okay, so Scooby said we wouldn't put Scooby in there because I already got socks ready to go out to him. All right, let's do the spinny, and then you guys can pick what socks you want. I'll go through the bag. How's that? All right, John Pitt says air conditioning. Yes, I love the AC. I love my AC. All right, ready? You guys ready? Let's do the spinny winnie before we close the show. All right, here it goes. Who is the lucky winner? Nobody. Okay, let's do it again because you can see when Cowboy's right there, but it's right there. So let's do it again. Will Fly, winner, chicken dinner. Will Fly. Will Fly is the winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations, Will Fly. All right. So, okay, Will Fly, we're going to do this really quick. So you got to see what you want. We have hot tamales. Will Fly hasn't got socks like forever. We have hot tamales. We have the burger, the good burger, not booger, the good burger. We got top ramen. Okay. We got Heinz. I think this would be great, Heinz, because you got the wieners, got the wiener dogs. So I think this is really cute. They're red. They're Heinz. Okay, we got Heinz. Little Fly's trying to decide. We got Doritos. These are kind of cool. All right. Oh, he is Heinz. Yes, I think we should do the Heinz. Red shoes and wings, Scuba says. Okay, so you want the Heinz? All right. All right, winner, chicken dinner. Will Fly. He's the winner of the Heinz socks. How cool are these, right? Crew socks. Yes, these are men's crew socks. So congratulations. So Will Fly won the Heinz socks. So we did give away some foodie socks, and I'm going to write down on my list here on my chatters. So Will Fly got the Heinz. So I already have Greg Laney. His socks are already all packed up and ready to go, whatever. So I already put him in the envelope and all that stuff. And Scooby's is going to be going in the mail too. So another note, we're going to close it up here. And I want to thank everybody, all my chatters, my viewers, my subscribers, my new subscribers. And Heinz is the best ketchup. Hunt's is not that great. It used to be, but not anymore. You're right. The ketchup's like, ugh. Don't forget, tomorrow night is Scuba's Hangout, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube with his lovely wife, Munchkin, his assistant, his co-host, his beautiful co-host. Will be on there. They'll be there tomorrow night. And I always look forward to Friday nights. You're welcome, Will Fly. You're welcome. So I have to say shout out to all my, like I said, my chatters, my subscribers, my new subscribers, my old subscribers. Thank you so much. All my viewers are going up. I have 6.9K views. So I think that's pretty dang good for this lady. Great 104th show tonight. Thank you, Flyer Bill. Yeah, 6.9 already views. Not bad, huh, Scooby? Not bad. 6.9 already. My views keep going up. So people are watching, people are watching. It's pretty exciting. I can't put it on any other platforms because then you got to pay extra. So I'm just happy to have it on YouTube, and people want to subscribe. They'll subscribe if they want to watch. It goes up and down. Scooby knows that. The views go up and down or whatever, and that's okay. And the subscribers, but that's all right too. I'm really happy doing this. Scuba says 6.9. Damn, Linda, you replaying your show a lot. Yeah, right. No, I would jinx it. If I started replaying my show, just rewatching it, oh my gosh. I think, what really helped is when I put some of those videos on there when I first, when JD, right, had me fly, when I went for my first flying, that really helped. That videos. That's one of my videos when I did my first tandem. It's on there. Before when I went up in the air and stuff, it was pretty cool. When Jade was helping me get everything set up. When I first sat down in that chair and all that and put the harness on and all that to get ready to go up in the air. It was so fun, right? Okay, so always remember, some days are better. See, when you're having days, like just not that great, just remember this. Always remember, some days are better, some days are worse. Look for the blessing instead of the curse. Be positive, stay strong, and get enough rest. You can't do it all, but you can do your best. So I love that. Yeah, always remember. Some days are better, some days are not, right? But we get through those days. So, and stay on your 5 P's: prayer, priorities, peace, positivity, and patience. The 5 P's. So I'll read this every week when we close the show. Stay on your P's. Yes. Your mom would say, watch your P's and Q's, whatever that means, right? So yes. So anyway, thank you. Looking forward to an incredible summer of freedom, deep connections, and effortless growth with all my peeps, right? So let's say closing. Hey, everyone. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching the live stream tonight. It was so much fun chatting with y'all, reading your comments, and spending this time together, whether you're regular or this was your first time. I'm truly grateful you chose to be here instead of somewhere else, right? So thank you so much. So always remember, okay? Always remember this, okay? Remember how natural it was when you were a child and the world was full of wonder for you to live a lifetime each day. Those are the same types of days that still show up on your doorstep with the dawn of each tomorrow. They are so forgiving. They return time and again to the exact same spot, and they make themselves available whether you use them or not. So if you are wise, you will give those tomorrows and yourself another chance to become the best of friends. Sometimes all it takes is realizing what may have been lost and what might be found to see things in the right light again. So there you go. So thank you so much. I'm going to close the show and all that good stuff. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. And don't forget to stop by Scooby show tomorrow night. All right. Hang with Scooby vapes, all that stuff. Scuba's vapes, everything. Scoobies. I say Scooby. All that. But 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And don't forget to come back here next Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Lindy's Treehouse. I'm here every Thursday night. Thankful Thursday. Big hearts. Say your prayers. Be kind to each other. Jesus loves you. Be safe out there. I love y'all. Appreciate every one of you out there in YouTube land. You all are the best. You're the best. So, all right. So go out there and get you some Cosmopolitan ice cream, all right? Don't forget, the ice cream, the Cosmopolitan goes on sale. Go get it. So, anyway, I crack myself up. I do. All right, have a lovely rest of your week, and take care of each other, okay? And I like the hearts in there. Thank you, Flyer Bill. The yellow hearts. Yes, I love that. You all are great. You really are. So thanks for hanging with me tonight. I totally enjoyed every minute of this, and I love all my chatters, and thank you everybody for stopping by. So I'm going to say goodnight, and I'll see you when I see you. If I don't see you on the air, I'll see you in the air. There you go. So you have to carry the torch, right? Robert gave me the torch, and I had to carry the torch. So that's what I say it every. I laughed when I told him I say that every time I end the show. So he loves it. All right. Love y'all. Peace out. That's what Scooby says. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. It's getting darker in here, so I need to go. All right. I'm out of here. Love y'all. Be safe. I'm going to end the stream. Bye, everybody.